This lesson is over community interactions. A habitat is where a species lives, like your home would be your habitat. Your niche is how it lives there. That would be your role that you play in your environment. Competitive exclusion. One species will be best suited to an area and will displace another similar species. Ecological equivalent. Unrelated organisms with similar habitats and that resemble one another will have similar niches but live in very different geographical regions, such as different continents or islands. Competition. Interspecific competition is when different species compete for the same resource. Much like deer, rabbits, and mice will compete for the same patch of clover. Intraspecific competition is when the same species will compete against each other for that same resource. So deer will fight one another for the privilege of being the father to next year's offspring. Predation is simply the predator-prey relationship. We're used to hearing about the snake being the predator and the mouse being the prey, but deer are also predators and grass would be their prey. Symbiosis is a close ecological relationship between two or more organisms of different species. Mutualism is one example. Both organisms will benefit. For example, the bee and flower. The bee is getting food from the flower while pollinating the flower, so they are both benefiting. Another example is the lesser long-nosed bat and a saguaro cactus. Commensalism is another form of symbiosis. One benefits while the other one isn't helped or harmed. Whales and barnacles are an example. The shark and the shark suckers are another example. The shark suckers latch on to the side of the shark, get a free ride, and will feed on the leftovers from the shark. The shark doesn't care whether they're there or not, so it's not being helped or harmed. And finally, parasitism. One is going to benefit while the other organism is being harmed. Ticks and leeches are a common problem with mammals. They like to parasite themselves and drink the mammal's blood. Hookworms are another example of parasites. They latch on with their teeth to the insides of the intestines of the animal and will suck the nutrients and eventually starve the host organism.